something, Attorney Siegfried and Admiral Roy. Um, we're talking about China and the West Philippine Sea. Of course, everybody knows China's, at least the government. Again, I'm okay with the people, China, we have no problems with business. But we're talking about just the government and how it's handling the West Philippine Sea. I mean, we don't want to go to war with the government, with China. But one survey we published, I think months ago, was the trust rating of the people on China. And their trust is actually 15%. Yung distrust nila is 85%. They don't trust and I'm not making it the whole of China. They don't trust the government. So this shows now where the Filipinos stand regarding the Chinese Communist Party. So I think they're distrusting the Communist Party. And we can see, and I hope the public can see, as mentioned by Admiral Roy, the Chinese government is engaged in massive propaganda. And I know this because when I posted this survey on X, there were a lot of comments na negative about it. And when I examined the comments, yung iba nun, nagtatagalog, but they're not Filipinos. Because it's so easy now. If you can't speak Tagalog, you can put Chinese, Google Translate, and yun. Malalaman mo because sometimes yung Tagalog nila medyo hindi hindi siya native na Tagalog eh. So iba siya. So there's this massive propaganda machinery that's ongoing. This machinery is also trying to influence public opinion in other facets of what's going on today. Ibig sabihin, they're also trying to influence the public opinion on for example, the impeachment and on many key issues. Hindi lang West Philippine Sea yung pinapakailaman nila, pati yung impeachment, pati yung what happened in the Senate, ICC, these things. Bakit? Because if they're trying to influence it, that means meron silang gustong maging result. That's clear naman. Everybody may gusto silang mangyari. They want certain groups to be, in 2028. I mean, I won't be, I'll be direct about it. They want I won't name names, but they want certain personalities to be in charge in 2028 because this will be beneficial to the country or to the government of China. Ganun lang, simple lang. So they're using their influence, their propaganda, to influence the outcome in 2028. This is their objective. And if people understand that, considering yung low trust sa China is only 15%, if people understand what's going on, then they might make their decision based on this information.
One last question to you, Admiral Roy. Given what Doc Dido said, that the Chinese government seems to have a preference, and it can happen by 2028 that we will have an administration that will lean towards China as opposed to what's happening now. Should it be a cause for concern for people like you and me and for the AFP?
3 points I'd like to raise. Number one, we are not against China, as what the good professor mentioned. It is that regime holding power in China, the Chinese Communist Party. Number two, propaganda is part of their statecraft to shape and influence the perception of the adversary. In this case, to shape the perception of the Filipino people. And ang tawag natin dyan is foreign malign influence. Because what you perceive, what you think, is what you will act. if they shape the perception of the Filipino people to the extent that the action come 2028 of the electorate will be to elect somebody sympathetic to them, then we could expect a change in policy. We don't have to look far. Bamban, Your Honor, lumaki ako sa farm, wala akong alam. Ang kinis ng putis niya. Dubious ang kanyang background na elect na mayor ng isang bansa. Not only in the town of Tarlac. May nangyari din, Catanduanes. Ang daming foreign settlers dito from China, fighting age na 35 years old. Retiree, dito nag-settle. So I mentioned earlier, it's across the different dimensions of national power. We have been infiltrated. Ang panlaban natin dyan is yung cognitive ng bawat Filipino, yung cognition, yung pag-iintindi ng bawat Pilipino. If you don't stand for being Filipino, you will fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. That's why, hindi ito political. I'm not being political here. I'm being nationalistic. Ang dapat pag-usapan natin, Pilipino ka ba? Ipaglalaban mo ba ang para sa Pilipino at sa Pilipinas?
Thank you. Thank you, Admiral Roy, Doc Guido. Let's open our questions to our media friends in the audience. Go ahead, sir, please.
Good morning po, Nico Bagsiko of DZMM. My question is for Doc Guido David. Sir, na-mention mo kanina parang right now, you think the impeachment trial will end up for acquittal sa Vice President. And you also mentioned yung naging recent survey nyo that more Filipinos think na the decision of the senator judges will be political. Pero do you think yung perception po ng public will still play a very vital role in terms of the decision of the senator judges by the end of the impeachment trial?
Well, I have, and again, that was not a prediction, and things can change, especially, I mean, we've only had 3 days of the impeachment trial, so marami pang pwedeng mangyari over the course of the next few weeks. My sense is, yung mga ibang senator judges, they have already made up their mind kung ano yung decision nila. And that's why I'm basing it on that. But some of them possibly can still change their minds. And it can affect the outcome of the impeachment trial. So yun na naman, it's just my sense when I said that it could be an acquittal, but again, it's based on them. I don't think they will be pressured per se by public opinion. And besides, they should not be pressured by public opinion because they should base it on the findings of the hearing. That's my opinion.
Second question ko na lang po, Doc Guido. Meron po bang recent parang survey ang OCTA wherein ang two pressing issues po kasi that I'm seeing right now politically is yung fight for the corruption with regards to the flood control scandal and at the same time itong impeachment trial ni Vice President Duterte. Where do you think the public, ano yung mas matimbang sa kanila with regards to this two pressing issues right now dito po sa bansa natin?
Sorry, mas matimbang between
the flood control scandal, yung accountability on flood control scandal, and then ito pong impeachment trial ni Vice President Duterte.
Not based on survey, pero based on our social listening, mas matimbang yung flood control scandal. Although, syempre, recently that has taken a backseat to the impeachment. Pero, across social media, may mga nagsasabi, nakalimutan na yung flood control. But I don't think that's the case. I mean, the Ombudsman is continuing its investigations. And rainy season na naman. So, yung flood control, hindi natin makakalimutan. Every time na uulan at may bumaha, maalala natin yan. So, I don't think it will be forgotten.
Thank you po, sir.
Hello po, Agatha Gregorio po from ABS-CBN News. For Rear Admiral Roy po, could you just tell us how alarming po is it for the country yung sinabi niyo nga pong may academe discussions on part of Batanes or Batanes supposedly belonging to China po?
We have become used to their jokes. They will come up with any narrative to push forward. Ang importante dito, there must be stronger pushback from our side. We will expect that they will come up with different stories, different narratives, different disinformation to push their agenda. Last time, let's look at Baho de Masinloc. 9-dash line, kanila Baho de Masinloc, debunked by the Arbitral Tribunal ruling. Next na sinabi nila, nature reserve. Very strong pushback natin. They started putting up equipment there. We could do the pushback nila kanilang floating equipment. And then they come up with a story that may bagong species ng corals. They will keep changing the narrative to their advantage. Ngayon, nilabas naman nila yung forum kahapon na yung Batanes ang kanila. I will not be surprised if they will start claiming Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn. It's a joke, but there has to be a strong pushback from the Philippine side. That's why it's very important yung awareness na bawat Filipino. We have communications plan Tulak on awakening. We have the transparency initiative. We have our partners and allies saying the same thing. Ang maniniwala lang naman sa sinasabi ng Chinese Communist Party, yung mga kaalyado nila mga Pilipino.
Okay po. And then your thoughts lang po on China's ambassador to the Philippines proposal for a common fishing area in Macabuisin.
I'm not being political here, but I would like to highlight the statement of the Secretary of National Defense. Before we even talk to them seriously on that proposal, they first have to leave our maritime domain. Yung illegal presence nila ay naandyan pa rin. For last month, we monitored 74 different ships of the Coast Guard and the Navy, intruding or staying in our maritime zones, in our exclusive economic zone. 74 different ships. Before we even sit down and talk with them seriously, umalis muna sila sa ating maritime zones.
And then for Prof naman po, regarding on impeachment, based po dun sa previous survey results po, how do you think with the development so far, kasi may 3 days na nga po ng impeachment trial, how would it affect Filipinos' perception of the impeachment trial? Because you mentioned some skepticism nga po.
Although we don't have data yet, my sense is yung 3 days of the impeachment trial has not really changed much. There's a predisposed perceptions or mga biases ng public. Meaning those who support the Vice President still support the Vice President, and those who are in favor of the impeachment are still in favor of the impeachment. So I don't think it has swayed any of those factions. Yung mga independent voters and independent-minded Filipinos who are looking at this without biases, and we know there's maybe 30 to 40% of them. I don't think their position has been made yet regarding this, kasi we've only seen, I think one witness pa lang. So, but I think over the course of the discussions, there could be some changes that we will see. So especially depending on what is being presented by both the prosecution and the defense. So, kumbaga, bottom line is I don't think much has changed yet, but it will remain to be seen if there will be significant changes in the next few weeks. Thank you.
Okay, one more?
Magandang tanghali po, Alan Gatos po from GMA, DCWP. Kay Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad, sir, in connection lang po dun sa tanong kanina na lumabas po sa mga balita ngayon, yung nga, ngayon may Batanes issue na naman na historically pag-aari pa rin daw ng China. At pagkatapos, a few days ago, meron pa yung successful daw yung ballistic test ng China mula sa submarine hanggang makarating dyan sa Pacific Ocean. Ano ang nakikita po ng AFP ngayon dito sa mga ganitong ginagawa ng China? Maraming nagsasabi na sobra pa sa pagiging aggressive ngayon yung ipinapakita ng China sa mga sunod-sunod na mga pahayag nito na lumalabas at aktibidad, sir?
Isama niyo na ang sanctions kay SND, isama niyo mga pronouncements about Baha de Masinloc. I'd like to take 2 steps back and look at developments in the region. Ano ba ang nangyayari recently in the region that pushed them ika nga to up the ante? Number 1, Shangri-La Dialogue. The SND gave a very strong statement against the Chinese Communist Party. Ano ang result? Sanctions. Increased defense relationships with Japan. Access to their benign and war equipment. We have RIMPAC, Rim of the Pacific exercise. We have 2 ships there, the Coast Guard and the Philippine Navy ship. Hindi invited ang PLA Navy. Ano pa? All our defense diplomacy activities. All yung pushback natin sa Baho de Masinloc that made them pull out the floating structure, floating equipment. All of this gave a negative narrative to the Chinese Communist Party and pushed forward our stand. Kailangan gumawa ng mas malaking hakbang, ika nga to increase the ante. Yung pag-launch ng isang intercontinental ballistic missile from a nuclear submarine, bagamat ang payload ng warhead is for training purposes, the timing is suspect. It's the first time for them to launch such a missile from the South China Sea going to the Pacific Ocean. And yung kanyang trajectory dumaan either sa ating mainland, sa ating landmass, or our maritime domain. The timing is suspect. Why? We are celebrating the arbitral tribunal ruling. Yung mga nabanggit ko kanina, RIMPAC, Japan, Shanghai Dialogue, etc. So we have to expect more of this. They will keep pushing the ante without firing a single shot. Bakit? It's again part of their doctrine to win without firing a single shot. That is the acme of skill. Ikaw ang pinakamagaling naman na laban if you could defeat the enemy without firing a single shot. How will they do this? Through messages, false narratives, misinformation, disinformation, malinformation, and through actions. Why actions? Because actions by themselves are messages. Yung pag-fire na mission is a very strong message they would like to come across. Hindi lamang tayo nag-push back doon, but even other like-minded nations, including our treaty ally and other Pacific Island states, are nag-push back sa ginagawa ng Chinese Communist Party.
Last na lang po sa akin, no? With this development, pag-claim nila dyan sa Batanes, mag-i-increase po ba tayo ng military presence or pag-iikot dyan sa area na yan para at least matiyak natin, baka biglang dumami yung mga vessel po ng China dyan sa area na yan, like sa Kalayaan areas.
Even without this false pronouncement by the Chinese Communist Party, your AFP and the Defense Department has been very aggressive in pushing our defense posture outward. At kasama dito, hindi lamang yung 9 features natin sa West Philippine Sea, sa Baho de Masinloc, but even the Northern Islands, kasama ang Batanes at Babuyan.
Thank you po.
Follow-up question lang po, since you were able to give us a sense of what you think about impeachment so far po. Meron po ba kayong general assessment ng first 3 days so far ng trial? How will the defense, the prosecution, and the senator judges work?
Well, yes, not from a legal perspective, sure, of course, because legally, I'm not a lawyer. Of course, they're using different strategies, the defense and the prosecution. Isang masasabi ko is, one person who has gotten a boost in the public perception here is the Senator Cheese Escudero. And we're monitoring the sentiments, social listening. So I think he has, I won't say he has redeemed himself from, what's happened in the past, but he's definitely gotten a boost from the past 3 days. So it made him have a better public perception. Regarding the positions of the, yan nga, the defense and the prosecution, and regarding kung sino yung nanalo so far, I mean, if we ask across social media, of course it's still close. I would say it's almost 50-50. Some are giving the slight nod to the prosecution for identifying the key points of evidence, but some are saying that the defense so far is holding its own. So I won't say that either side has gotten a clear win yet so far.
Thank you po.
I hope that's helpful.
3 days of impeachment, what I would like to say is, we are a working democracy. The AFP respects the political process which is enshrined in our Constitution.
Good morning. This is
One
Noel.
last, go ahead.
Last. To Admiral Vincent. With regards to our sovereignty with the Recto Bank, it is within the 85 nautical miles. How can we strengthen our claim here? Because it is studied by a lot of foreign correspondents and other scientists. It has a large amount of oil deposit. How can we strengthen our claim here, sir?
Number one, we don't have a claim sa Recto Bank. We could not claim what is already ours. Yan ay nasa loob ng ating EEZ. The Filipino people have every right to use the maritime entitlements within our exclusive economic zone, kasama doon ang Recto Bank. And tests have proven that ito ay may laman na natural gas and oil. Ang dapat makinabang nito ay ang bawat Pilipino. The main effort of government here is the Department of Energy, and the Department of Defense provides a supporting effort sa kanilang ginagawa. That's as far as I will go without specifying details on the current efforts of DOE or DND.
Go ahead, ma'am, please.
Yes, good morning. Yes, I'm Salve from Taglan Blight and Ronda Balita, Philippines. Can I ask the professor, itatanong ko lang po sana, ano ang maging komento mo regarding with this? They're pushing the impeachment, pero mayroon pa po tayong isang problema regarding for the flood control. So ang gusto ng taong bayan, sana, kung mayroon tayong impeachment, mag-focus din po tayo sa flood control kasi ang taong bayan hindi po makamove on. Kasi sa totoo lang, una-una sa lahat, pera po yan ng taong bayan. Di po ba? Pera ng taong bayan. So, we're not focusing on the impeachment only. Kinakailangan din po natin sana. Mag-focus din po tayo sa flood control. Para yung katanungan ng tao lagi talagang bumibira. Walang kasagutan. We're always questioning. Walang kasagutan. So, ano po yung masasabi natin, Professor, regarding with that matter na we're all only focusing for the impeachment. Pero yung flood control nakakalimutan na po. Maraming salamat.
Well, respectfully, I don't think naman nakakalimutan yung flood control. And as I said, umuulan na, so magsisimula ng magkaroon ng mga floods. And even tayo dapat, the Filipinos, we should still demand accountability to sa mga flood control projects. And that's the reason nga that in last year's SONA, it was mentioned by the President na diba, sinabi nga ng Pangulo is mahiya naman kayo sa mga flood control project. So sana hindi natin makalimutan yon. Of course, siguro right now, the impeachment yung nagdo-dominate ng news because we hear it every day and gano'n. But I don't think naman na nakakalimutan natin yun. And of course, if it comes to that point, we should remind the public na it's still an ongoing issue, yung flood control projects. Kasi wala pang talagang hold accountable dito sa mga flood control projects. So we should continue to push for that. I agree naman na we should continue to demand accountability kasi pera din naman ng taong bayan. So it's not just the impeachment but also other issues. We should, hindi lang naman yan may West Philippine Sea issue, may disinformation campaign issues, maraming issues. We should give attention to all of these issues, hindi lang isang issue.
Okay, and with that, that's a wrap for today. Tandaan po natin, the impeachment proceedings is a political process. At the same time, it is a court of law that will